Rec League Podcast. Tell your friends, tell your neighbors, tell your family, tell your haters. Available on Podbean, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, Radio Public, Good Pods, Pocket Cast, Breaker, and Stitcher. At Rec League Podcast on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, Threads. At Rec League Pod on Twitter. Episode 150. Available now. Yo, whether you watching this from Facebook, Twitter, click the link in my Instagram or YouTube itself. What up, world? I just watched A Complete Unknown. It is a Bob Dylan biopic starring Timothy Chalamet, Elle Fanning, Edward Norton, Monica Barbaro, Scoot McNairy, Boyd Holbrook, Dan Fogler, Charlie Tahan. It is directed by James Mangold. Blanked for a split second. He has directed Copland, Girl Interrupted, Kate and Leopold, Identity, Walk the Line, 310 to Yuma, Night and Day, The Wolverine, Logan, Ford vs. Ferrari, and Indiana Jones and a Dial of Destiny. As I said, Bob Dylan biopic based on a book, so it's about a time period. It's not like from when he discovered he was a musical genius up until the point that he agreed to make the movie or anything. It's the 60s. First of all, new James Mangold. I'm interested. I don't completely know if he's a no misses guy, but this is his 12th movie, and if you can, Kate and Leopold's not even a miss. It was like an outside of his comfort zone risk, and it's not bad. Night and Day could be considered a risk, but it's kind of like a fun, popcorny spy action thing, so he could have no misses. But new James Mangold, and Dial of Destiny is not a miss. If you don't like Dial of Destiny, you're just wrong. James Mangold is one of my favorite directors, period. Timothy Chalamet is becoming one of those dudes that, he's in a movie, I'm curious. This year, between Dune Part 2 and A Complete Unknown, he's got two bangers. At the very least, two good movies. And he gives a great performance. Costume design gets recognition for this movie within the first 30 seconds. He looked like Bob Dylan. The voice was good enough. The singing, I don't know if it was him, but it sounded a lot like him. So I'm gonna say Chalamet did his thing as Bob Dylan. Really dug it. No bad performances. Edward Norton, Elle Fanning, Monica Barbaro. I'm not familiar with the people that they played, but they gave good performances. Searchlight, Disney, even James Mangold probably wanted to position this holiday season release for some awards consideration. I don't know if it's gonna get any, but I'm not a huge follower of awards season. I just watch what I want to see. And every time a movie gets made about a creative musical genius, it always catches my attention. The Bob Marley movie back in February was good, but and Bob Dylan is still around, so it's just did we get all his demons? Was there I don't know his life story, so was there some controversy that was omitted? Was there I don't abuse, drugs, women, whatever? I don't know. I'm asking questions. What we got in this story was really good. It's when he meets Edward Norton becomes a mentor figure, but then Dylan gets to this point that he wants to transcend beyond the genre that made him famous, and there's all this pushback from these suits who have no creative bone in their body, but they think they know what sells. You know what I mean? So that was a very interesting element. And it was just the time period. There's all this war and revolution, and the times they are a changing. Straight up, he made the song, and everything around him was changing. there are times where, like, I'm not gonna call this a slow burn, but it tinkers with it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was always interested, cause there's the writing of the music, there's the studio sessions. Like, that's always my favorite part of a movie, of a movie about a musician. I love seeing the recipe come together. I love seeing the meal be prepared. I was satisfied start to finish with this movie, and like the only thing, like he did do a little dirt, clapped a little cheeks here and there, but I also, like, I don't know, the dude's alive, so he, like, yeah, we did this, and I don't know, it was kind of like the Elle Fanning character was like the one that got away, or I don't know, like, I don't know if, like, love of his life is the term, but it was just like once his fame started to catapult, she kind of had her feelings, and I don't know, like, it's just a good movie. They portray his relationship with Johnny Cash, but Walk the Line, also directed by James Mangold. I don't particularly remember Bob Dylan mentioned in that movie, but also, like, I'm not doing a rewatch of Walk the Line in December either. I don't know, like, I'm trying to think of, like, a couple, like, complaints, but I mean, this was a good movie, nothing mind-blowing, but there's nothing that really, like, stands out as a negative either. So with all that being said, I will say that, in my opinion, A Complete Unknown is dope. Have you seen A Complete Unknown, man? What you think? Positive, negative, somewhere in between? Let me know. Curious what y'all favorite musician biopics are. I'm leaning Straight Outta Compton. But then, like, Selena is good. I enjoyed Elvis 2-3 years ago. La Bamba's good. Rocket Man, Taron Egerton. I recently put up reviews for Sonic the Hedgehog 3, as well as Mufasa, The Lion King. I am going to watch and review Nosferatu in the next day or so. And that'll be it for my reviews. I'll have a top 3 fourth quarter movies of 2024 on the way. My 10 favorite movies of 2024 on the way. My 10 most anticipated movies of 2025 on the way. And then a Blu-ray collection update on the way. Rec League Podcast. We talk news, Superman trailer reaction, Karate Kid trailer reaction. Mature adult-themed Christmas comedies were also discussed. Check that out. New Year's Eve, New Year's Day, there will be a few one-on-one discussions of my people's top 5 movies. New Year's Day, those same people come back. Top 5 most anticipated movies. Be on the lookout for all of it, man. Like, subscribe, comment. Find me where you find me, man. Don't know where to find me? Watch these credits. Peace.